Life is a journey that takes us through many ups and downs. Sometimes it feels like we're walking through a beautiful meadow, basking in God's blessings and love. But other times, it feels like we're walking through a storm, overwhelmed by the weight of our struggles and wondering where God is in the midst of it all. It's in those moments that we need to remember one of the most powerful and comforting truths in the Bible. God is with you always. We are not promised a life free of pain, loss, or difficulty, but we are promised that we will never face those things alone. No matter what you are going through, no matter how challenging the circumstances may seem, know this: God is with you always. He is walking beside you, offering His strength, His comfort, and His guidance. You are never alone. Let me take you to a story in the Bible that beautifully illustrates this truth. The story of Daniel in the lion's den. Daniel was a man of faith, courage, and integrity. He had been brought to Babylon as a young man, and over time he gained favor with King Darius because of his wisdom and ability to interpret dreams. But not everyone was pleased with Daniel's rise to power. Some of the other officials were jealous and sought a way to bring him down. Knowing that Daniel was a man of deep faith, they devised a plan to trap him. They convinced King Darius to sign a decree that anyone who prayed to any god or man other than the king would be thrown into a den of hungry lions. The king, unaware of the trap being set for Daniel, agreed to this decree. Daniel, however, knew that his first duty was to God. He continued to pray 3 times a day, as he always had. Despite the law, Daniel remained faithful to God. When the other officials saw this, they reported it to the king, and Daniel was arrested and thrown into the lion's den. The king was deeply distressed because he knew Daniel's innocence, but he could not change the law he had signed. The king, hoping for a miracle, spent the night fasting and praying for Daniel's safety. The next morning, the king hurried to the lion's den, and he called out in anguish, "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God, whom you serve continually, been able to rescue you from the lions?" And to the king's amazement, Daniel answered, "O king, live forever. My God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions. They have not hurt me, because I was found innocent in his sight." Daniel had been in that den, surrounded by lions, facing certain death. But God was with him. God sent an angel to shut the mouths of the lions, protecting Daniel from harm. When the king had Daniel lifted from the den, there wasn't a scratch on him. God had been with Daniel the whole time, and he had delivered him from the danger that surrounded him. This powerful story is a reminder that, no matter how dire our situation may seem, God is with us always. Daniel faced what seemed like an impossible and deadly situation. The lions in the den were fierce and hungry, but they were no match for the power of God. God is greater than any challenge, any obstacle, and any danger you may face. Just as He protected Daniel, He will protect you. He will see you through the trials you face. In your own life, you may find yourself in situations where it feels like the lions are circling around you. Perhaps you are facing a financial crisis, a health challenge, or a difficult relationship. It may feel like the odds are stacked against you and that there is no way out. But in those moments, remember that God is with you always. As we read in Isaiah 43 verse 2, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze." God promises to be with us through every trial, every storm, and every challenge. He does not promise that we will never face difficulties, but He does promise that He will never leave us. The storms of life may rage, the fires may burn, and the waters may rise, but we can be assured that God will be with us through it all. Just as He was with Daniel in the lion's den, He will be with us in our darkest moments. When life is tough, when the road is hard, and when you feel like giving up, remember this: God is with you always. He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. No matter what you face, you can trust that God is walking beside you, offering His strength, His peace, and His guidance. There may be times when it feels like God is silent, when it seems like He is far away. But even in those moments, He is still with you. He is working behind the scenes, orchestrating His plan for your life. You may not always see how God is moving, but trust that He is at work. Just as He delivered Daniel from the lion's den, He will deliver you from whatever it is that you are facing. When we remember that God is with us, we can face life's challenges with courage and hope. We don't have to be afraid because we know that God is by our side. We don't have to face the storms of life alone because God is with us. We don't have to try to carry our burdens on our own because God will give us the strength we need to endure. Today, I want to encourage you to hold on to this truth. God is with you always. Whatever you are going through, whatever you are facing, you are not alone. You have a God who loves you, a God who will protect you, and a God who will guide you through every trial. Trust in His presence. Trust in His faithfulness. And know that just as He was with Daniel in the lion's den, He is with you every step of the way. So take heart and remember, God is with you always, and He will see you through.